You guys are not ready. Like, you're not ready. What Rebecca did.
He's the greatest. His passion for acting, I cannot stress it enough.
Kobe shots directed me. There is a history to that. Because 46 years ago, this was like my co-actor on stage.
Complex. That guy is a funny dude. That makes it complicated and complex for me. But generally, he's a great actor. He's a brother, he's a friend. I've known him for 6 years. I met him the first time in 2014 at a training camp. We didn't really do a lot of film, but we did stage. I think we did 2 stage plays together. Without anything in your hands, do you understand me? Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Listen,
Or what?
whenever we are having an argument, don't be the first to do it.
Or what? Or what?
Adwa!
Or what? Or what?
Alright, so my name is Gideon Kojobuache. But for brand's sake, performance name, it goes on as Kojobuache.
All right. So my name is Rebecca Mauro, and I play Ajwa in the film. Kobe, the director, I met him for the first time on a different set, and coincidentally, I was killed there too. He shot it. He killed me, and I lay there for almost an hour. Yeah, that was a punishment, but it was a sweet one.
So my role in the film was actually the lead. I got lucky to be the lead in this film, and it's been one of the most draining roles I've played in the last couple of years, because this is a short film, but looking at how intense this was, it almost took like a whole feature film. The characterization, the emotional aspect of it was so condensed, and then you could feel after I was done, it's one of those things you are done, I did a project. It's one of those.
I met with my co-star, Gideon, on that same set. He was brutal there too. I mean, what's the trend? We discussed a lot of things, met Kobe, and we started chit-chatting, and he told us he had this concept.
My co-actor, Rebecca Mauro, she happens to be, one of those people is almost like your screen partner for that long. 6 years ago, the journey, the passion, we shared the same energy. It was like we knew the beginning that what we wanted to be like. So when I got the concept, trust me, I couldn't think of any other person playing this role. Luckily for us, she was on that same project that we just finished. So I just called her and was like, Kobe, do your thing, tell her. And trust me, she did the same reaction that I gave to the film. And afterwards, you guys are not ready. Like, you're not ready. What Rebecca did.
He shared with us, and I thought, well, why not? I mean, it's Gideon, it's me, and he's Kojo, and I am Ajwa in real life. So, connecting the dots, we decided to go ahead with it. I thought it was quite simple, and for me, acting is like a different home, a safe haven. I can express everything that I've bottled inside. So I think I took that in good faith, and I decided to do it because maybe it would help me vent something that's been locked up for quite some time. And who better do that with me than, my friend, my partner, Gideon. He's the greatest. His passion for acting, I cannot stress it enough.
I'm looking back at time, and I'm just looking back at how proud I am, looking at somebody developing himself that much. You see, he commands it, he earns it, and when he puts out an idea to you, you have to sit back and go like, okay, this is coming from a person who knows his craft. And that's exactly what he did. Coming from the creation, coming from execution, every process. This is filmmaking. Process counts. How you did it is more important than how it comes out. You understand? And then the more he involved every character in it, you should see. When he's done with a shot, he wants you to see how he took this and wants you to understand why he took it from this point, that point. Is the future of filmmaking. This is the director being the cinematographer, knowing his angles, taking it along with him, involving you. Even you should see passerbys, how he was even taking notes from them, how this is supposed to be like. That's how filmmaking is supposed to be like. It takes a village to make a film.
Oh, the director is amazing. He is amazing. He's open-minded, friendly, easygoing. We can make fun of him, he can make fun of us, and then make fun of the whole situation, whatever situation that comes up. But I think he knows what he's doing at every point in time. He has this eye. He has the idea, so he has an eye for whatever he wants to do. So following his directive is awesome. He's not someone you can battle it out with. Some people attest to the fact that some directors may not see things in a different light. But working with Kobe, he paints the picture and he makes it clear for you to see this is what it is. But then one thing I love about him is he tells you if you have any other ideas you can share with us. So we discuss, we share, and then produce great results. So I think Kobe is awesome. It's great.
And if such a young person knows this now, 2 years will even be an overboard. The thing is every day it keeps on getting better. And I cannot even imagine what he did at what we were working on before this. Like I said, I'm waiting for the magic he does.
Yeah, about the location, I don't think I was expecting anything grand. What I came to see or what I met was what probably I was picturing. It was rural, it fits the concept perfectly. Everything we saw, the sand, the corn, everything. And we had this funny turkey that was dancing. I remember we had this funny turkey that was disturbing and dancing and threatening some of us. But I think the location, everything was superb. It fits the concept perfectly. Knowing me and all of my years of acting, I think it was perfect. Especially with the emotions I had to express. I don't want to tag myself as a melancholic person, but I deal with a lot of issues personally, and I don't talk much about my issues. So, like I said from the beginning, acting is like a different home for me, a safe haven where I can express myself. So having a husband who, doesn't treat me well, who decides to, take advantage of my kindness or my solemn nature to, do whatever he wants and be complacent. Maybe I would have bottled it up, but I've had enough. So expressing myself with rage and all the anger and then venting out everything that I have bottled inside. I think Ajwa had enough, and Ajwa is relatable. This is like me in real life. Though I'm not married, I don't have a complacent husband, but the fact that we have things bottled up inside. And I think it's one problem I'd really like to talk about is African women. We are taught that we are strong when we are silent about issues. We are strong when, we deal with our husbands and our problems silently. Meanwhile, we are dying mentally and emotionally, even spiritually. So I think Ajwa taking a stand and attacking her husband, maybe verbally, it's also believed that an African woman should never strike a man. But Sebe, you have to sometimes you need to take a stand.
I just want it to be that movement coming from young filmmakers trying to make people fall in love with the craft, making them understand that filmmaking is all about life. It takes your whole entity. You have to give it your all. It's not a hobby. Our parent, the greatest resistance to this craft now in this generation. I think this film, shown to every person, regardless your age, it will give you an idea that acting or art is not a hobby. It's a way of life. It is the entirement or entirety of life, how it's supposed to be. The world is art, and what we created is art. So we created the world. In this film, trust me, you'll be blown away. Thank you.
Everyone should look out for this movie. The cinematography is great. The actors are good. The picture quality of this movie, oh my god! Oh my god, it's amazing. It's crazy because I've watched a lot of movies in Ghana here, and it pains me sometimes when I'm watching these movies that the picture qualities, they are not, all that, though we are trying, we are not there yet. But then this movie is different. The cinematography is different, and I think one of the beauties of making film is picture quality you put out there. So I think this is a must watch for everyone.